Hey, fellow YouTubers, welcome back to my corner in my RV. If you've been here before, you know how much I appreciate you. And if you're new, I'm so grateful for you taking the time to check me out. And so grateful to Queen's Tarot. I was so surprised when she shared out my video. I have to tell you, I've followed Queen for almost 2 years now. And I mean, she's brilliant. So I was really touched, and I'm grateful for you. So, today's Friday the 13th, and I want to talk a little bit about something that happened this morning with a young girl who lives here in my RV park. She's 9 years old and maybe not the easiest life, for a 9 year old. And I asked her this summer, what is it that you would really love? What can you think about? She was complaining about how things were going. What could you think about that you really love? She said, well, my sister, I want to be with my sister so bad. She lives with my father. So I talked to her about imagining being with her sister. This morning she stopped by and she said, oh, my sister is coming tomorrow. We're going to go pick her up at the airport because things aren't going well with my dad. I said, really? Are you excited? Because do you remember you wanted to be with your sister? She's like, yeah, I do remember, but she's having this trouble with my dad. And I said, wow. I said, that's really too bad, but I want you to remember that you were focused for a couple months on her coming here, and look at how that happened. So what would what can you think about? What would you like? And she said, oh, my sister and I talked about maybe in a couple of years we would go to Paris together because she'd be old enough I could go with her. How perfect. A 9 year old. She went right for what is the dream that she wants that makes her feel good just because it would make her feel good. She didn't worry about how it was going to happen, who was going to pay for it. She didn't stop herself with all those thoughts of how to make that manifest. She just wants to think about it. And I encouraged her, and I also mentioned to her that it might not start with a trip to Paris. It might start with an overnight, a car, trip. It might start with a weekend. So I hope that I created a spark in a 9 year old to know that she's a creator being without mentioning, because I know her mother's political leanings and I need to be really careful what I say. So I tell that for a reason, as today is October 13th, and Friday the 13th actually has some history. Friday the 13th, the day that, after hundreds of years of the Knights Templar guarding their religious quest, even when their religious quest was falling behind, Friday the 13th was the day that the remainder of the Knights Templar were under arrest, were all arrested for their beliefs and for prophesizing, or not, maybe not prophesizing, but, talking about their beliefs. So we are, of course, in 2020, a time of ending a shift of centuries old thoughts and beliefs, and we don't even know what is the new belief that is being created. And we are the process of creation ourselves, which is why this time is so important for us to really come together routinely and just remember to be intentional, each one of us, because we are just like Friday the 13th, the Knights of the Templar, just, as we come up to this great conjunction and move into the age of Aquarius, we shift out of centuries of the industrial age and we move into centuries of the age of air, of artificial intelligence and intuition and um, I'll come up with that word later. Telepathy. So it's an important time of creation, and the more people who are intentionally creating for the collective conscious, the the more possibility we have of directing where the collective conscience goes in a direction of love and humanity. assuming that's what we want. Certainly, that's what I want. So, let's pull some cards. I'll put the camera down and let's just see what we have for ourselves. Let me give a little clear the air. Okay, let's ask Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. What is the thought we should kind of meditate on for this Friday the 13th? What is the thought that we should meditate on for this Friday the 13th? The Five of Cups. So that's a really good place to start. You know, the Five of Cups, the card of disappointment. The Five of Cups is a reminder that we need to look at what we have. And just like I was telling that 9-year-old, try not to focus on what's left, what's gone, what didn't go the way we wanted it or thought it could go, but to recognize that we have two full cups, that we have created abundance for ourselves, that we have manifested things in our past that have been successful. And we need to turn our focus toward what fills our cups, what makes us feel good, what brings us satisfaction, and what brings us the fulfillment of knowing that we are not just fulfilling ourselves, but also that we have abundance to share with others. I know that was not a traditional Five of Cups abundance to share with others, but that's what came. Okay, so we're focusing on what we want. We're actually, it's saying to be a conscious creator. We're taking our focus away from that which hasn't worked. Always a message for me. It's always a message for me. And where are we going then? Where are we going then? Interesting. The Ace of Pentacles, of course, it's the new world. I mean, look at that. It is the new world in her hand. In this Everyday Tarot deck by Biddy Tarot. I love this little unassuming deck. So the world is upside down, and it feels to us like the world is upside down. And what I'm hearing is that it's because this world stops to exist as we are stepping into a new world. And though it feels like our world is upside down, I feel like we're shaking things out and letting go of things in order to create room for our new beginning in this new reality as we step into the Great Conjunction December 21st, 2020. Again, I'm, completely, that's not traditional Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so good. So to recognize that this turning upside down is an emptying out, is creating room for that new beginning. Okay, so I want one more card for our hopes, our dreams, our wishes, our current actions, our the Queen of Cups. Oh, who else is hiding behind the Queen of Cups? The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. I also, when I pulled cards on Monday, I also had multiple queens. This is a time for us to nurture our truth and our feelings. This is a time for us to really know who we are as queens, and as you know, in the Queen of Swords, that sword goes right off the card up into the heavens. We need to recognize our connection in our truth of who we are. And we need to experience the emotions, because the earth experience includes all our emotions, not just the good emotions. It really encompasses everything. And so it's really important that we allow ourselves to look at what's happening. See how she's looking? It almost looks like she's looking in the world in her cup, to see what is happening, to recognize that we are in a new beginning, that we are shifting, that this world no longer exists, that this is a new world that we're stepping into. And we have to allow our earthly experience of all the emotions that we came here to live through for whatever reason, and to know that we are, which finger, connected spiritual beings, that our truth is that we are energetic creator beings, that we are one with the creator, and that through our intention and through our gaze and through our allowing our emotions and experiences to flow and create, um, focus on that which we have, so that we create our new world. So step into your new self, step into a new identity, a new knowing of who you are, a new strength. Allow yourself to look and know what's happening and experience the emotions, because that's part of the cleansing process that we're going through. It's not easy. We chose to be here at this time to assist humanity in this process. We are the way showers. And on that note, I thank you for being here. I look forward to next time. Take care. Envision. Focus. Be intentional.